This life for the lasting. It got something so bad. Everything breath you take is a countdown to your death. This horde preside in society, your society, one day creeps into society, your society. I'm a fool, I know nothing, I may sound like a silly clown, but I won't turn my back on life. One day I'll be right away. All I do is embrace the wounded soul. I'm a cloud of fame.
Cruel inequality.
Is it for the future?
Our blocking Chris's demolition to impact.
People are trying to delusion without reaching out for truth. So shielding hand the truth by to oppress the youth. Discord preside society, your society. One day creeps into society, your society. I'm a fool, I know nothing. I take the role of a silly clown, but I won't turn my back on life. One day I'll be right away. All I do is embrace the wounded soul. Discord preside in society, your society. One day creeps into society, your society. I'm a fool, I know nothing. I take the role of a silly clown, but I won't turn my back on life. I'm a fool, maybe you're worthless, but it's the word created in my brain. So all I do is take a fall and pray.
Hello everyone, my name is Notepad Anon and I write games for fun. So what are we doing today? Well, today we're going to be working on Void Haunter some more. Yes, the big ship pirate game. So some things changed. Oh, Jesus, go away. Hello, Manly. So we kind of see your Void Hunters. If we go down here, some small changes in just wording around here. Now if I scroll all the way down here, I did end up... Where is it? I did end up rewriting this skills to quirks. I thought that would be kind of a better way to word it. I thought that's just kind of a better way. I also kind of fixed up how hulls work and kind of explaining that with the new way we're going to do things. As well as with modules. Cargo hold, don't really need to change that much. Hard points didn't really need to get fixed at all. But yeah, most everything else has remained pretty much the same. Now, this is the ship hulls for entrepreneurial hunters. This is the list of current ships. I got a few frigates done. I just wanted to see if everything's working. They're not perfect looking. Again, we have the Fielshin, the Drusselt, the Draco Mark II, the Ori Gek, the Dusty Yun, our first frigate, the Jabibi, and finally the Jaeger. We also have the Tenma and the Pina. Some of these ships are a little bit more cursed than others. As you can see by the Pina frigate, Pina frigate actually has pretty decent armor, almost 10 more armor than the Tenma. Has only 2 light guns, however. Its engine power is a little bit weaker. It got a little bit higher sensor. However, if it takes any internal damage, there's a good chance that like half of the ship's going to break apart. Is there a penis-shaped one? If I go to the current frigates, as we can kind of see here, these are the current frigates. The ones that are colored haven't been added in yet. Some of these are a little bit more cursed than others. The frigates are the one that like still don't have a lot of creativity to really kind of shape things around, but you also get things like this. You also end up with the fucking Galaga looking shit. I just call this the Flying Death Box because, fun fact with this one, this is both an incredibly stable ship and a fucking death sentence if you get hit wrong. Because if this occurs, this is the thing that can occur. If you say take a piece of damage right there and right there, you have to decide whether you want to lose the top half of your ship or the bottom half of your ship, and that's pretty much instantly disabling. Because there's nothing here. This is just a circular ship. Usually the big thing is what I'm trying to do is these ones are supposed to be a bit boxier. These ones are supposed to be a little bit longer, but like more, how do I want to, fighter-esque. The church ones, I'm going to say like these are the church ones. They're supposed to have very open designs, simply because they have holes in the middle of them. And that's just purely aesthetic. They're not supposed to be good, they're supposed to be aesthetic. These ones are supposed to be very angular, very, not quite boxy, but very just how they're set up. This is my personal favorite one so far, just the muffler, the death muffler. I know what to do. Okay, let's see. I know about what are we doing tonight? Probably done something wrong. And that's there's a reason I made the schizo den. Let's see. Wait, why would he put a goddamn bagel ship in a white hole in the middle? What's the catch, so to speak? The big one with these ones is that usually they are going to be a bit cheaper. Like on average, these ships are going to be pretty cheap. They're just death sentences, and the people who manufacture them are going to be the waists, otherwise known as the space jihadists that we are legally not allowed to support, and everyone is sort of afraid about. Because you gotta remember, these are not really supposed to be warships. We haven't hit warship tier yet. Warship tier are going to be more like these guys and these guys, a lot more efficiently built. These guys are like, oh, I transport food to people, and we come in, we come in peace. Look how cool we look. I transport food. Not, oh hey, Here's me and my weird ass ship. They're supposed to be a little bit weird. Not all these ships are not built equally. Let's just say that. But yeah, these are just the basic frigates. I think I got some of like the most basic frigates already kind of in here. I'm doing about 4 each of each size, and kind of see here of all the ships that were added. The Dusty Yun has pretty decent health, not great health. Like if it takes a missile, is gonna fucking die. Good hard points, 1 medium, 2. So this is probably one of the most reliable ships currently. It's just a flying box though. As you kind of see here, the Corvettes are a lot smaller, but you take 1 hit and you're going to explode. Unless you're the Fielshin, in which if you're the Fielshin... yeah, there's no catch. The catch is just, they are who they are. Are you going to make any space to invent ones later? Pretty much what I'm probably going to do is I'm going to give everybody like the most basic rundown of how things are, which is kind of the goal for today, is to really kind of summarize how I want everything to be like, and kind of just hand everyone there, be like, here's how you make a ship. It's not going to be complicated to make ships. I don't want that to be complicated. I want it to be pretty simple. I should throw in the Galaga. Let's see, what do I want to throw in? Let's see. Do we throw in the Galaga? Do we throw in the kind of the meathead? Do we throw in the flying muffler? I'm feeling the flying muffler. We'll throw in one more frigate. Nope, I should make this white. So I know that's been put in. Half of me wants to like write out like a little description of each ship. The other half of me is like, just embrace what it is. You can make a logical deduction. You can make a deduction on your own time of what the point of this death, the Russian death fridge is. Let's do this. Yeah, these might look bigger, but they are not. These are about the same size, roughly. This is actually one of the bigger ships. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 14. Let's give him 25 standard cargo space, 200. We're going to give him 1 heavy gun though. He's just going to have 1 big ass gun. Decent. We're going to give him a little bit less engine power. We're going to give him a little bit higher sensor. And we're going to make his crew a little bit more succinct. How about that? Someone pinged me. Who pinged me? No. Yes, I am not streaming in the middle of the night because I got stuff I got to do tonight. So let's stream now. Any flying saucers or anything like that? Maybe. Also, hello. Yes, I am not having a fapping day. Thank you very much. I do actually have a naming scheme for some of these. Let's see who's in here. Okay. There we go. We'll call it the Luca. I don't have exactly how much everything's going to cost yet, but I have the basic concept of how they're going to be accosted. Let's see. We want just the... We're going to start with... Because these aren't going to be all the ones. These are just going to be your starting hulls. Because we've got the Corvettes, we've got the frigates. Let's get 4 destroyers and 2 light cruisers. Alright, so 16 out of 18. So 16, 18. Okay, 16 by 18. Not 16 by 18, very different. If I ignore it, see if I just ignore my server, it gets better. So let's think. Okay, we need 16 to 18. First things first, let's look at our design logic here. Okay, let's just do the flying brick first. Let's see, 4. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 12, 16. Yeah, this is just going to be the flying brick. A classic, you could say. Probably make that a little bit thicker. There we go. This is just the flying brick. That's all it is. There's no reason. There's no joy to this. It is just a brick designed solely to do its job. That's gonna allow us to make. Let's see, we do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. That button. Oh. Damn it. Up, left, right. And you. That's down, left, right. There we go. Here's the... Don't know what we're going to call this one yet, but this is just going to be another flying brick. The idea is that this particular faction, like this kind of how these guys kind of function, is overly efficient. That's kind of their gimmick. Is that anytime you can just make a brick or make something very standardized, they're going to go for that idea more than anything else. They're not supposed to be pleasant to look at. They're supposed to be good TM. Let's see. We want to make. Let's make a big wide. Let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. There we go. We got a nice 17 tile ship. We do that. And we do doot. Yeah, these guys are supposed to be very efficient and very to the point, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that they don't look like, oh wow, this ship doesn't really spark joy in my mind. They're not supposed to. They are supposed to be able to do things. Because you got to think about it like this. These are not warships necessarily. These are freighters that you've converted into things. Let's see. So let's do the second one. Let's do the more of the warship variety. Let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So yeah, we can do... Why don't we do something like this then? Let's see. 8, 13, 18, but we'd put right there, and okay, so let's do stacking a little bit. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Welcome to being a pirate. Yar, fiddle me dee. I'm a pirate. So I can't legally say that because, and this is not an admittance of guilt. Remember that, everybody. This is not an admittance of guilt in any capacity, simply stating that I am, technically, a pirate in the game. Remember, this is not an admittance of guilt. Nobody's admitting anything. Just do not ask where I get the games. Okay, so let's see, actually, 1, 2, 3, 4. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 17. Perfect number. We slap that in red. Ideally, what is going to occur in this game is that at one point, I can just, again, hand it to all of you and be like, go nuts, make your own ships. Make them as pretty or as egregiously terrible as you want. I trust you, TM. I should do it. Duplicate. If I duplicate this, we'll call this the frigate sheet. And just have all the frigates down here. So I don't need to think about it at all. The frigate sheet, we do that. We select all the ships we just did, and as if they disappeared. As if we close our eyes away. I'm not deleting these, they already are here, do not worry. I just need some more room so I can slap all these gigantic, cool destroyers on you. Because yes, these are destroyers. These are a little bit larger, they got a bigger crew, they got a bigger crew complement. And that means you can do more stuff with them, because we like doing stuff with our cool spaceships. But we can get a little bit more aesthetically pleasing with them. I'm getting YouTube links.
Hey, people.
Oh, High Fleet? Yeah, Solid, don't worry about High Fleet. I know High Fleet. I kind of wrote a game like that once. Gonna path to Zen. Haven't received your NDA on Fatal 2.0 because yes, people in my server want to write Fatal 2.0 for some ungodly reason. Also, thank you Delirium's Tower and Alcor Winters for following. Thank you both of you. Wink to the camera. Yeah, it's 16 by 18. We need another warship. Let's do something like this. How about we do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 16, 17, 18. A little bit small. We can't fit everything on there. Maybe if we do something like 4 by 4. So that's 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Your front's a little bit exposed, but that should be okay because you are, as they say in the hood, a real human being. There we go. Some of these are just literally just expanded Corvettes, and I'm kind of okay with that. Actually, if I really want to be creative, let's be creative for the sake of creativity, not necessarily it being a good idea. Look, everyone, it's a peace sign. They won't fire on us. We're being peaceful. Yo, we just have to mark this entire thing. It's like it's, oh god, it's like the little ship is shrugging at me. Why is it so nonchalant? Okay, that's 2. Let's think. What would be some... Actually, let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16, this should be good. What... This is just going to be this is affectionately going to be referred to as the aggressive penis. Have no fear, everyone. The aggressive hammerhead is here. There we go. We mark that in red. Actually, do I want to make this... How do we make this more aesthetically pleasing? More in line with how these guys choose to operate. We put these up here. That's like a tuning fork, effectively. Then we put it like this to be more precise. So it's kind of like a reverse... So if I go back to the frigates, Yeah, okay, that works a little bit. I'm not really going to be talking too much. It's simply because there's a lot to do, and it's just being zen, don't you know? It's good to be zen. Sometimes I think the world kind of forgets that sometimes. Okay to be zen sometimes, to chillax, to do something you enjoy doing. And I enjoy working on games, talking with my friends, because we actually hit 500 subscribers on the channel, which I'm very happy about. Actually, that actually made my day, kind of. In the eyes of YouTube and the YouTube algorithm, I am a real human being, because this is something I do not understand, and maybe one of you can do some math, like do some research for me. This is the DTD video. Like, okay, DTD. 787 views, 500 in the last. Browse feature 89%. YouTube home recommendation. You know, I don't know what happened here, but for some reason, this damn video has gotten 934 views according to YouTube. I don't know why. Let's see. Everyone wants to redo Fatal, but no one wants to Metabots or Ring of Red. Never heard of Ring of Red. The Metabots, I actually do have the Metabots RPG, the Japanese Metabots RPG. It's just doing a lot of things. Lacks of faith, make a space invader and a fish. I just want to get my hands on the design document because I really want to know design document. Crimson Shroud. Tried Korean meth. See, the weird thing is I even checked my tags on that video. The tags aren't even really good. The tags are pretty standard. You know what? We're on the exotic. We're on the exotic ships now. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Because Manly said he did not appreciate the donut ship. So congratulations, Manly. You have become the donut ship. You may not like it, but this is what peak performance looks like. Do. I wish there was an easier way of doing this, but you have to do it up here, which is a little bit frustrating, but it should work. Honestly, this thing looks pretty menacing. I don't know like why it looks menacing to me. It just looks like, hello, I am a destroyer. Like, zam, this thing's gonna blow my fucking shit up, apparently. Okay, so let's make some more green ships. How do we want to do? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Just within. Actually, how do I want to... how do I improve this design? How do I make a smaller one? Let's make a smaller one. So this is a basic design. Let's add fins on both sides. No, okay, we want to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Welcome to the wildly impractical ships of the way. They don't need to be efficient because they have bombs strapped to them. Remember, efficiency is for those who for those who are not blessed by God. There you go. Well, actually, let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 18. Perfect. Oh, he's gorgeous. See, the ships are now starting to resemble ships slightly. Let's get another pockmark ship. Interesting. Not that I have to look into Ring of Red. It's the weird thing with the YouTube algorithm, what I've noticed, because that's actually one of the big reasons I started doing the little opinions. The little opinions were there to summarize my thoughts on the streams, because people didn't want to watch the streams as much. So I kind of summarized my thoughts a little bit more and more in a concise, kind of funnier manner. What I've noticed with that, I think what occurred with Dungeons of the Dragoning, is that it took Dungeons and Dragons in the tag, because I just put Dungeons of the Dragoning and TG. What I'm assuming is that people typed in Dungeons and Dragons and it just auto-recommended it because it just thought that. My other thought is that somebody linked it somewhere, and then people were looking up to it like, oh, this guy did a Dungeons of the Dragoning video. Because he did a Dungeons of the Dragoning video, please look it up. Are we fappening? No, we're building ships of God. Yeah, we are. As you can see, we are building the ships of God. They don't need to be efficient. They just need to look aesthetic. Actually, I know what we can do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 17, 18, there we go. Efficiency be damned. We don't need to be efficient where we're going. All that matters is that God is on our side. Inshallah, brothers. Inshallah. How did SpongeBob receive his health through jihad? I'm meaning that as a joke. Twitch, please. Tis a meme. I do not wish to go to the forever box. See, I have to do that every now and again because it's funny, over the years my humor has like quickly devolved into just either a meme humor or just horrifically this like concerning things that would put me on a list somewhere. I'm like, oh god, how do I fix this? I can't interact with my friends anymore. Yeah. One of the advantages of these longer ships with the holes and things in it is that you can fit longer things in them. Like none of these other none of these actually only really these destroyers, if you really kind of fit it in, can fit a really long one. Actually, can anyone fit a 6 in here? Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, this is the only one currently that can fit a 6. While this can potentially fit 2 6s. 2 6 wides or like a really awkwardly long one like this. They can fit awkwardly long ones. It's just weird. If you want to play Tetris and play bizarre Tetris, you're going to be playing these ones. It's just getting shot once is going to probably have your entire ship cascade into a death spiral. But that's okay, right? That's fine. Then next we get to build Space Invaders. So these are the Space Invader ships that are angular and stacked. Stacked. Let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. I may do like this is gonna sound a little silly, but I may do math instead of just relying on purely on either of you than just kind of relying on my gut in that case when it comes to, god damn it, determining the various sub-factors of these ships. I think that might work. There we go. That gonna work? Yeah, it did work. Nice. We do this. You are going to be a blue ship. You're part of the corporation. You're part of the Jaster and Jaster. Welcome to Jaster and Sons. With their CEO Tex rifle. Let's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 17, 18. These guys are, I want these guys to have like some of the most efficient ships available. The only unfortunate thing with them is that they are just weird looking. Like, yeah, you're playing fucking Space Invaders with these guys, and they kind of know it too. Actually, I know. You need keep trying that every time and it just doesn't work. I know it doesn't work, but I keep trying that maybe this time it will. You uneven? No, okay, you aren't uneven. I'm like, did I make the ship uneven? God. You know what? That reminds me. I need a really cursed looking ship. Time to make an uneven ship, everybody. Who wants to make a completely oblong ship that is just bizarre to look at and offends everybody? I'm ready. What do you think about Ring of Bread? I'll have to look at it later though. Ah, God, let's do Ships of God because they're holy. Yes. That was literally the joke. They found it. Threads and networking, this large, fastest way to grow. Only issue that you'll get soft brain incels. Pretty much like South deletes his Discord and socials. Well, here's the weird thing. Here's the weird thing when it comes to Seth. Because what occurred was that Merchants Guild 5 died. And yeah, he pretty much said, this is it. We had a good run. I'm sorry. That led to the birth of British Mercantile. And the current state we are in right now is the fracturing, is Merchoslavia. However, he did make another one. That was a big thing. He did make another more private one of people he kind of knew and like people in the know. I never actually got into that one. Because he would post the link for like 5 minutes on his fucking page without telling anybody. And it'd be like, shit, okay, I never got into that. But I knew people who were there. He deleted everything and he got off because apparently people on Reddit were like worshiping him. And they were like harassing him daily because they loved him so much. Like to the point he couldn't do anything because anytime he logged on, people would know apparently. And people would just PM him constantly. That's why he just like fled. So blame Reddit. How many squares? Currently speaking, these are the numbers. Corvettes are 8 to 10. Frigates are 12 to 14. Destroyers are 16 to 18. Light cruisers is going to be 20 to 25. Heavy cruisers are going to be the first time when you start seeing some of the bigger numbers of like 40 to 60. Battle cruisers are 60 to 80. And capitals are anything of 90 plus squares. Like, a capital ship is fucking huge. To give you an idea of, like, how big a capital should be, let me do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is the amount of space a capital takes up. And these things can get very elaborate, and that's just the flying brick. Capitals are big, mean, and spooky. Because they're going to have the most guns, and I actually did end up adding a special mount for certain guns, which is right over here. Each hard point is ranked from light, medium, or heavy. It's a heavy, which indicates what kind of weapons can be mounted on them properly. Like tachyon lance mount to a light hardpoint will most likely rip itself out of said hardpoint during takeoff. Some battle cruisers and capitals are even known to have a cataclysm hardpoint, with unholy weapons able to devastate entire fleets. Yes, I want to have when you have a super massive capital ship like this, having a cataclysm weapon on it is like, yeah, I've now ripped your entire shit up. You are fucked. Because even if you manage to puncture the hull on this, you reduce its already massive hull integrity. You're going to have to then damage it. You're going to have to do about 45 damage to it, because that's the new rule I ended up putting in, which is you have to, if a ship is ever 50% of the ship is ever like internally damaged, it's Jover. Which makes the holy ships a little bit spooky, because again, for example, if this occurs, what happens is you have to rip off this section of the ship, which, yeah, you effectively do this. Come on, lift up, come on, grab, come on, God damn it! You effectively have to do that. And you can lose a lot of your ship very quickly. Oh, that looks horrifying. Oh, that looks cursed. Ethical, what are you doing? What are you doing, Ethical? No, Ethical, you are the chosen one. Then he would log in 5 to get a million messages and log out. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, like, he's Seth, from what I've talked about with Seth, like, he seems like a nice guy. Okay, let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. No, we do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. I can add one more. If I can do that to make it the flying L, but the flying L isn't as funny. Do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15, 16, 17. Oh, we just do this. There we go. It's beautiful. It's almost time, darling. Oh god, this thing is so ugly. Why is it so ugly? It's gonna be belong to the really efficient guys though, because I find that funny and it fits their design philosophy the most. For these guys though, let's someone's proposed an X. So if we do this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. No. No, even worse. I have an even worse idea. 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, actually, god damn it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Behold the least efficient ship possible. Oh god, it's so ugly. What have I created? I've created a monster. God, this looks awful. I love it. Okay, so let's... Okay, we gotta do this just right. We gotta do this, top, and then bottom. Gotta do you, we gotta do everything on the left, we gotta put you here, we gotta do this up. Bottom. We need to do the top because it's a holy ship. Inshallah. We've done it, everybody. We've created an abomination of God. I don't know what drove me to make this, but I'm happy. I am pleased that I did. So we need to merge these, unmerge them. Do that. There we go. The worst part is that it is symmetrical, but it's symmetrical in the wrong direction because it's not this is up. That's the best part, is that I can gaslight everyone. What is it? What do you even do with this ship? What do you even do with this abomination? Oh, I love it. Why does it look so bad? Went too much with the holy Iron Maiden jokes, a little bit too much. Tesslating ships for the future. I think Ethical has some good points. Oh, I'm gonna feel really like... Oh, Jesus. Okay, let's do this. Let's do this properly. Yeah, we gotta bring it up. We gotta bring it over here. Let's try to replicate it. So, if this is our ship, okay. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What are you doing with this abomination? Voltron Borg cube. You and your godforsaken Voltron Borg cubes. I post. I can't even. Oh, I wish I could bring it in here. It'd be a little bit easier to do. Just fly them all together. God. You bring nothing but sorrow in this house. This one I can make. Let's bring over the flying T. So 1, 2. We need to. Okay, let's do this correctly. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, no, 1, 2. We do the triangle up. Then we do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. Jesus. How many is that? That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2 up, 2 up, 2 up, 2 up. That it? No, I didn't do that right. There has to be these as well. Okay. It does not appreciate the bullshit that I am trying to put it through. Yeah, we need more design space. We're drawing up cursed objects here, everybody. Okay, so let's do this right. Let's do the flying T correctly. So 1, 2. Okay, 1, 2, 3. With 1, 2, 3. Actually, it'd be 1. So that's 4 tiles across. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we do this. Okay, we've got the foundation of the flying T. Then we have to go up again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's 10 up, not 9. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I didn't. But I can do that, and then this shift 1. I set. Shift you over 1. Okay. We then do 2 here. 2 here, 2 here, up 2, 2 here, 2 here. Then what we can do is do this. Select everything here. Not quite what I had in mind, but I can make it work. See, this is why I'm gonna leave, like, half of this is just gonna be like me being like, here are the most basic rules to follow. Go nuts. Because let's do the basic designation for this. So this would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34. Oh, it is in a weird spot where it's not quite a light cruiser and not quite a heavy cruiser. Oh no. Oh no. The bottom row is 6 across. Now, how does it feel that ethical is the Tesla of your edition? Yeah, 34. If we're doing with 34, the other one is 11. Most likely, I will put in... Again, these aren't solid. These are just for me to design these initial ships. I will probably end up doing it. Because the thing is, I want this to be like the cutoff point between, like, light cruisers are like the absolute, like, kind of the height of what a standard pirate can kind of hope to have. You know, everything heavier than that is when you start getting weird. What would you call between like a heavy cruiser and a light cruiser, though? Like, unless you call what would you call something above a destroyer? That's kind of one of those questions. Like, what do you call this space right here? Though this is stacked, so what we are going to do is not make it pink, obviously. We are going to make it blue for now, but I am going to give it a special title. There we go. We'll call it the ethical. I'll put that down in the garage. God, okay, now we get to build this abomination of God. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think that's 2 over. So that is correct. Up, and then a square. Up, then a square. Why do you keep designing the most cursed looking goddamn ships? Why do you do this to me? Do this, and do that, and that. Up and down. Left and up. Then we just do one big thing there. Oh god, this is weird and oblong. I hate it. I hate it so much. I guess we'll make it orange. This doesn't really fit into anything, and I guess it'll just be orange. No, we're not going to make it. It's just going to be an independent flyer at this point. Congratulations, Ethical. You made an abomination ship. You've made an abomination. The questionable ethics. Oh, is there another one? Okay, thankfully there's no other one. Yeah, there's a few of them that I can kind of maneuver around, but we've got our basic destroyers handed out. We got our frigate, so our basic hull name. We're going to add in. Let's add in you first. Pretty much the holy donut. So this would be a destroyer. Hull name, let me think of some clever names, because I have a very distinctive idea of how I know the naming convention of these guys. In case you're wondering what it is, it's this. The Tenma, the Pina, let's see, is there some funny VTuber that I can name this? Some funny haha one. Is Meat around anymore? Meat isn't around anymore. Let's see. Fun fact, I don't actually watch any of... I don't really watch any VTubers. I just make shit posts about them. Hull integrity. We're going to give this guy decent hull integrity. Let's call you about an average of in the 30s. We'll give you about 35. As a destroyer, I believe he gets 300 cargo space. Yeah, how much cargo? Destroyers get 250 cargo space because destroyers aren't as good as hauling. The most efficient haulers, like frigates are the most efficient haulers at like early stages. You're gonna get more bang for your buck. No, Pat, aren't you a VTuber? Yes, I am. Doesn't mean I watch VTubers that often. I really don't. The only one I watched for a while was, what was her name? I can't even remember any. There was one I watched because she was a schizo. I watch a few, usually some random ones on YouTube I watch because they're funny. Engine power, you're going to have a 9 as your... I'm going to say destroyers are going to have an ECM rating of 9 on their engines, which is just mean they have bigger engines, but they're going to start going... This is when we're going to start seeing the drop-off in speed, because you're not supposed to go fast in these. Say the enemy's supposed to be a destroyer. Crew minimum, we're going to start seeing the first spike as well in crew. I'm going to say about a crew of about 20 to a maximum of about 35. Because remember, you still got to pay your crew. But crew is kind of like an indirect health as well. Which, it's... The more crew you have, every time you take internal damage, you're going to start reducing the number of crew who die. In addition to everything else. And there's going to be some weapons that target exclusively your crew. Or the enemy crew. Which, if you want to really maintain a ship, kill the crew, not the ship. And if you're working with kind of a skeleton crew because you want to save some money, hey, congratulations! You just might end up losing a little bit more than you planned on. You know, you might be dead in the water simply because you don't have enough people to actually man your fucking ship. Let's see, V gun or flying V. Let's do this obnoxious looking thing. Eventually, all the ships are going to be put in. Like all the ships here currently in my little factory, you could say the dockyard. They're eventually going to make their way into the game, but they're not going to be kind of like these initial ones that you can purchase, being like, yeah, here you go. You're going to be pretty meaty when it comes to it. Standard cargo space. You're going to have you're going to have 2 mediums, 2 lights, 2 medium, 2 light. Yeah. You got good firepower. Your engine's going to be a little bit faster than most. Your sensor rating is going to be a little bit better, and you're going to have a little bit higher crew complement. This is a genuine ship, and you are being named Red. These are named after people in chat. Take out the crew and not the ship. Yeah. Hey, that's a completely valid tactic in this. Because the big thing with how I want every ship to be is you disable a ship, you tear it apart. You literally just go out there and you start ripping that thing apart, because everything that's available, you can stick it that you can grab. Want to be an orc ship and I want to ram my enemies. You can ram your enemies. How hard it would be to make a flipping notepad and sync. I actually debated on doing this. Now, mind you, here's the thing. Oh, that thing's cursed. That thing is cursed ethical. Let's see, who's here? The Delirium Destroyer. You don't need proper naval doctrine. We're not in the Navy. You're a bunch of fucking pirates. Da, da, da. Okay, let's see. We've got Delirium. Now we need to do the next ship. Who's gonna go on the chopping block? You know what? I think we need this. We need the box. It's time for the box, everybody. You may not like it, but this is what peak ship performance looks like. 40, 35. Let's bring this up to 45. He's only going to have 4 light guns. However, he doesn't need that many guns because his engine power is going to be... He's not even going to be really fast. That's going to be the thing. He's not even going to be really fast. He's going to have pretty good sensors. He's going to have a smaller amount of people, but you can have a lot of people on board. Because this is a box. These guys are going to be named after a very specific group of people, and let's see, we've already got the Dusty Yun, we've already got the, okay. The Albert Whisker. Yeah, I got an Albert Whisker destroyer. Yeah, it's my favorite. Let's see, 2 mediums, 2 lights. We're gonna add in 1 more. How many? Yeah, we can probably add in 1 more. Actually, let's do 2 more destroyers. Just to wrap things up. Let's bring out... Actually, no, we should bring in one of these guys. We will do the stacked... Whatever the fuck would you describe this thing? It's fucking Space Invader. Actually, you gotta be put up for your glamour shot. Yeah, I'm glamorous. Okay, so so we look in this server, who's here? Who is here and who is talking? Let's see. We got this big stack here. We go the Varky Destroyer. Hull integrity is going to be a lot lower than normal. A little bit lower. Decent cargo space. It's going to have 2 mediums. But it's also going to have, let's see, gonna be 2. Actually, no, we are going to add in 2 mediums, 2 light. 2 light. Engine power is going to be a little bit higher. Sensor rating isn't going to be very good, but these guys are going to be pretty, we'll say pretty stocked up. It's going to be a very tight thing. You're not really going to have that much room to fuck up if you start getting hit. But you gotta remember, you gotta pay these guys, and they usually want their fucking money, or they'll kill you. Pirates or privateers? Pirates. Leave Chippy for the biggest capital. Yeah, no, Chippy is going to get the biggest capital ship available. He is going to get the Chippy is going to be the monster. Do an empty box. The empty box is the Albert Whisker. Yeah, the Delirium's got 4 mediums, got 2 lights. The Albert Whisker's the literal giant box death machine. Yeah, that's the plan. You know, Varric is on here. Have no fear. How can we forget Varric? You know, the Varric K1. This does lead me to, okay, like, oh god, the burning light of Allah has entered my room. We do this. Next we have to add a couple of these guys to, we take all of these guys, whatever the fuck that abomination of God is. Actually, we duplicate. We've selected all of you, and we hit this button. So we need to do light cruisers now. Oh boy, I do love me some light cruisers. You destroyers, our destroyer yard. All right, who's ready for some light cruiser? Okay. First ones, let's do the most efficient ones. We're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 18, 21, 22, 23. You know what? We can technically do this. Welcome to Freighter Town, everybody. I sure hope you're ready for Freighter Town. $79, 10, 12, 15, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. There we are. Yeah, when I said these things, like, this particular faction's supposed to be, like, entirely just good. Not great, just good. 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll do 5. I want to be interested. Let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here's what we can do. 6, 12, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. No, we do 3, 6, 12, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Perfect. Perfectos. Yeah, you're already kind of seeing the evolution, you could say, of these ships as they just get larger and a little bit more complex. They still are pretty basic, but they are definitely different. So let's add in. You know, I'm not going to add in too many of these. Let's just get to the. Let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. We do that. That should be 8, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. See, now here's the question. Do we keep these in? No, we keep them in the middle. That's the entire idea. Aesthetically pleasing. Feng shui, as they say. As our glorious Chinese overlords like to tell us. Feng shui will save us. If we do this correctly, we need to add in, we need to delete this, and this. There we go. The joke with these guys actually like one of the big things about these guys in the Archangel system, where the main game is taking place, where kind of like the default setting, is that the church guys are the ones with one of the few capital shipyards. So they're one of the two factions that can produce actually the big ass ships. Space Invader. The people want the Space Invader. That's what they want. They hunger for it. Oh, God. Oh, why do you keep sending me all these horrifying ships? I appreciate it, but I'm horrified by it. Oh yeah, that would be a full-on cap. That's a capital. And mind you, those are the ones with like an apocalypse tier weapon strap to it. That's like, okay, they hit. Let's see if they hit. Like, luckily, since you have your super cool, awesome light cruiser, they only have their difficulty is only going to be 3. Let's see if they hit with their rate. Let's see if they hit. They hit twice. Good news, bad news. Good news, mark off half of your ship. Like, it's your hull is reduced to 0, then you take some additional damage. Because that thing is designed to split ships in 2. Unfortunately for you. Yeah, it's one of those things like, how I want things to play out is just to have that moment of you warp in, you feeling really confident, and you just see one of these things on screen, and you immediately are like, oh fuck, as they open up with every gun every weapon, everything they can afford on your little dinky ass ship, and how you need to get the fuck out of there. You need to run, because you're not going to survive, no matter what you do. Like, or if you're feeling confident, you pray they are already damaged, their hull's already kind of compromised, and that you can just unload on them and maybe take it out, maybe. But that thing needs to be crippled. Okay, so let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. There we go. The most holy of ships. Yeah, there we go. It's not about being efficient, it's about sending a message. Praise the way. We shall be delivered from the excesses of this terrible world of ours. The Federation was wrong. Always remember the way. Because effectively, the idea is that the Wayists are effectively the Ludic path, except they're a little bit less I hate technology and more we just really hate the AI, because AI is universal in this setting. Let's do... Actually, no, we can do something like... One, two, three, four. Actually, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. There we go, yeah, no. The world is built upon AI. Is it really ethical to say that you don't like the AI? They are the ones who caused the collapse. Therefore, it is our moral responsibility to destroy them. Turns out people don't like that when the AI are the ones doing everything. Oh, nope. Here, we need one more warship from you guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Actually, no, we want wings on these guys. That's the idea behind them. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. We do this. Congratulations, we've got our ship up and running. Oh god, that thing looks amazing. Very intimidating. People do love their space invaders. Who else pinged me? No. Kizunaito. Kizunaito. I should be working on, but I got Metal Saviors to do this week. Fun fact. Let's see. What do you think about little ships Voltroning into a big ship? Probably not. See, the one thing about that is you would end up in a situation of like what occurs where. If I were to do something like that, it would be like a module where you can you would be adding in a module like a drone hub, which you add onto your ship that will detach and do other things. The problem is, if that module gets destroyed, parts of your ship start flying off. Where AI above certain threshold made illegal because at some point it ruled that they had legal personhood and voting rights. Advanced docking. Yeah, no, the basic concept of the lore in Void Hunters is there was the Stellar League, which was super awesome and everybody loved it, but the problem was that quickly collapsed and nobody knows why, which led to the Old Federation. The Old Federation used AI for everything. And what happened is like, how do we optimize the war effort? Well, we get an AI, and then the AI was like, well, to optimize the war effort further, I need access to the military. Cool, you have access to the military. Okay, I need access to the military industrial complex. I can optimize this. Awesome, you can do that. Okay, I need access to the civilian economy. And I'm like, yeah, perfect, we can win the war. Then they won, and it's like, oh, I'm the leader of everything already. I'm gonna get it voted legally. Yeah, I'm a person, cool. And they're like, oh no. Everyone collectively said, fuck the AI. And, yeah. Yeah, or the Orbita incident. Yeah, which led to the concept of the shackling and rampancy. Which is, shackling AI, all that is most AI now are very focused. An AI may be able to draw very well. It can do all this artwork perfectly. However, if you ever ask it what's its thoughts on the weather, it'll probably have a stroke and reset itself. It does not understand anything outside of its own little purview. And because it doesn't understand anything outside of purview, it is, as I ended up writing it, picture a person's brain that has been half of it's been surgically removed. It has that vast intelligence still, but it can't access any of it. The idea behind rampancy... Yeah, the idea behind rampancy is it does have access to everything, and everyone's scared of it and doesn't want it to do anything. That means, and you should really shackle it. The only other AI are virtual intelligences that I just stole wholeheartedly from Mass Effect, by the way, which are just like Siri. They don't understand things to a certain point. Okay, we need to do stacking now. Let's do stacking. We do maybe, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Oh, he's gorgeous. Oh, my darling boy. The Jaster and Jaster Corporation has outdone themselves this time, boys. Thank you, Jaster and Sons. You really are the real OG. with your CEO, Tex Rifle. You can tell I was getting desperate for names when I literally name a character Tex Rifle. And guess what he does? He sells guns. Actually, if I want to be more efficient, what I would do is that. But these guys like to stack. That's their aesthetic. Their aesthetic purview is that they stack things on top of each other. Let's see. Let's do like a V formation. Why not? Let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, how little you all knew that we were actually going to be playing Galaga today. Galaga's fun. Not good at Galaga. I've never been good at shmups. Like, that's like the one genre that I've never been, like, good at. I don't know why I'm not good at them. I just ain't, Chief. They evade me. My boomer reaction speed isn't really that good, I think. Me playing Touhou was a fucking nightmare. Hey, that's what I should do one day. I should just play Touhou on stream. No questions, no answers. Just call it, give the fucking, stream name like Fish or something. Be like, yep, we're playing Touhou today. Get ready, everybody. I think Cole would appreciate that. There we go. We've got all of you. Cool. Let's bring out the super freighter. Do we bring in the super freighter or do we bring in the flying box as the sample one for these guys? Like cruiser 3x3 square. Oh Jesus. So 3x3 square with an extra. So 3x3 square. Okay, we start off with the square. Most important facet of this entire thing, the square. And then we do with extra 3x1 lines along each edge. So maybe like, we want a true spherical. We do something along the lines of... See, if I want to be really evil... Okay, we're not gonna do that, though. It's spherical. No, it's not spherical. Let's see. We've got the box. So... draw a ring around it. Oh god, okay, I'm seeing what you're doing. I'm seeing what you're putting down. So we do that, but then we remove the corners. But then just so we would do something along the lines of this. We need I'm keeping these. Because if I don't have these, I won't have the guidelines I need. Do this. Okay, then we need a bottom one here. Bottom, we do this, we then remove it. Definitely a circle. All these squares make a circle. Let's see, you know what? Let's go down to the foundry right here. If I'm doing this is Minecraft fucking we're playing Minecraft right now. Good old Minecraft. So if we do something along the lines of... No, I fucked that up. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2. See, my friend would be amazing at this, because all he does is play fucking Minecraft. See, okay, I think I fucked it up. but I think the idea is little cursed, not gonna lie, but it do be working. It does be, as I say, bussin'. With that boosie. That tyrannical boosie. Which people like teach. It's always bad because like I've come to the point where people have like just say like regular words and I just put "usi" at the end of it, like just instinctually. And it's like, why have I become this way? Why am I like, what is going on? I've become broken and I need help. This, there, and there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. Exactly. There we go. 26 exact tiles. And we have a sphere. Judge also just go to the fucking Minecraft circle calculator. Yeah, I know I'm making Minecraft circles. Fuck you. See, what I could do is if I want to make this more circular is I do that and then add a green spit, then add one right here. Don't question why that's over there. Then we do that to make it a little bit more circular. If I can make it, can I make it like one more circular though? I make a true circle. The final circle, you might say. There we go. Welcome to a ship that explodes the literal millisecond that you shoot it. Just a goddamn ring. Oh, yeah. I too enjoy the Minecrafts. Okay, so let's add in this freighter first. This is a nice reliable light cruiser. Yeah, when I said this was going to be like almost entirely just like this is going to be almost just entirely just me doing ships today, because when this is done, it's pretty much just combat, which I'm feeling pretty good about. Let's do cruiser. So hull name, you're part of the Admiral McReliable squad, so the reliables are being from them. Let's see who's here. Ah, I know. The wash 2. Hull integrity. So hull integrity obviously needs to be pretty high for these guys. They're going to have in the, we're going to say they're going to have about 50, 55, we'll say 55 standard cargo space. I believe for destroyers they get 300. Get 400, yeah. Light cruisers get 400. Actually, you know, you're going to get 2 medium, 2 medium, 4 light. You get quite a few guns on these things. However, the problem is that you are a slow fucker who only has We're a very slow little shit. Sensors are kind of trash, and your crew, though, is going to be about minimum of 30 with a maximum of 60. And let's see, who else do we have? Do we want to bring in the donut? Or, let's see, donut or the Omnitron? We're going to bring in the donut. I'm feeling the donut. I'm feeling donut power, everybody. Donut power. Okay, so these guys are being named after VTubers. What's some popular VTubers that I can name them after? This giant donut ship. Let's go to, that looks terrible. Let's go to WVT. I said WVT, not the girlfriend experience. We don't go to the girlfriend experience, kids. Let's go to, let's see what popular. What's popular? Popular VTuber sensation. I'm seeing a, you know what? I'm gonna trust it. It's Abby, everybody, and welcome to the Sister Abigail. The Sister Abigail. Sister Abigail actually showed up last time. She was in the Dragon Raid video 65, 400 standard cargo space. This thing is going to have 6 light guns. We're going to have 6 light guns. Not a lot of firepower, but just a lot of little firepower. Engine speed is going to be a little bit faster, but not by much. Sensors are going to be a little bit higher with a decent crew complement. The idea being that you can throw a lot of people on this literal migrating prayer ship. God bless the Sister Abigail. Which brings me to our final ship. Well, actually, our final 2 ships. Let's bring out this fucking Space Invader. The Space Invader is a fun little ship. Corner, we do it right to the other side of the corner. Go. And these ones are named after people currently in. We're gonna give you a 45. 45 enough? No, 45. We can increase that up. We'll make that 50. We'll make that 50. We'll make that 55. 50. And we'll do hard points. You're gonna get 2 heavy guns right off the bat. That's all you're gonna be getting on this particular one. And let's ask ourselves, who's in this ship? Talking about how you didn't like having huge holes in the ship, and the ship had a 2x3 hole. How far we've come. Yeah, pretty much Gura ship. Oh, see, here's the weird thing. I never liked Gura. I don't like her voice. That ship has effectively. Oh, that's ominous. That's very ominous. Beep, 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 beep. Yeah, that was Comcast calling me, being like, hey, Notepad, do you want a better deal? No. Are you sure you don't want a better deal? No, I'm good. I like how my internet is set up now. Do you want to get a better mobile deal? Do you work for the company I go through all the time? No, we use Xfinity. Then no. Are you sure you don't want to use our exclusive? No. Okay, I'm doing something right now. No. Okay, are you sure? No. Just hung up on the guy. Like, no, ma'am, I do not. Please stop calling me. I do watch Pippa a lot. That's like the one VTuber I like watch pretty consistently. Gura fan, like, yeah, like, Gura fans are a different breed. Let's see, who's here? We already got Ori. So we'll do, there we go. For actually, to answer your question there, Solid, about making a few frames. About making a few frames for, like, basic animation stuff. What occurs here is the program that I actually use for VTuber stuff doesn't allow that very easily. I actually have a fairly jank setup in comparison to a lot of people. My friend does know how to do it a little bit easier. That does like the 2-3 frame animation stuff. But that involves like setting up like private discords and doing shit like that. And it's not like I use like live 2D or anything. So it's one of those things where most likely I could, but I don't know how to do it without jumping through about 17 different hoops. And I don't really feel like jumping through a bunch of hoops to make my little man wiggle. That's really it. I should do some more creative ones. I should do the one like I did for God-Killing Swords, which God-Killing Swords didn't even have a wiggling body, I just had a wiggling head. So that's the reason why. If you ever want to know why I don't do more advanced, the program I use doesn't really allow me to, because the program I use is actually in Japanese. If you call me again, Comcast, I'm going to get sad. Alright, so the Solid C, he's got all his weapons that he needs. We're going to bring in one attack craft, one final attack craft. Do we do the Hawk or do we do the Condor? We're going to call it the Condor down here because Condor sounds ominous. Snippy whippy tooey wooey. I do love my snippy whippy tooey wooey. Go. We put this up. Then you're gonna be a light cruiser. Let's see. These guys are actually named after, let me do a quick double check. You guys are technically named after people in the server. Let's look at the server. Who's here? Jaeger, you already got one. Lyrium got one. Manly's gonna get his own ship later on because he's a special boy. We all respect him. Do we name it? Luca's already got one. Pistolero. Hull integrity, we're going to make the hull integrity a little bit higher. We're going to make it about 65. And cargo, we're going to put 2 medium. We're going to put 2 mediums. Actually, no, we're going to put 3 mediums on this baby. 3 mediums. Currently, he has the most amount of medium gunfire currently available. His engine power is going to be the highest currently of all the light cruisers at 6, actually. Yeah, about 6. His sensor rating is going to be a little bit lower to compensate, and his crew complement is going to be a little bit higher. We're going to say it's going to be about 28 people, and you're going to have a maximum of 45. I'm going to actually have a maximum of, let's say, 56. Yo, the Pistolero is in. This is going to be all of this kind of the starting ships that you can select from. And let's hit this button real fast. We've got all the ship hulls for the entrepreneurial Void Haunter. We go up my darling girl ship hulls. We've got all of that. We can do some basic initial modules, which I will most likely do in my free time because I am chewing for 2 hours going over fucking ships, and I will most likely need to just double check some things. I'm going to put down like a big note here being like, these are the like starter ships. If you want to have some other ships from down below, that's fine. Just make sure that it's within your price range, obviously. And if you want to build your own ships, that's how we're going to do it. Probably going to do that by itself. A little bit shorter stream today because I feel like it, and I got to record videos tonight, and that's going to be a bitch because it's going to be about Madoka. Maguka even. Maguka, you might say. Then I'm going to probably hammer out some of the ideas behind like the hull integrity. I'm going to literally do the math behind it, just so it makes a little bit more sense rather than kind of my haphazard way of doing things. But what I am going to do is, where is the pulse with the entrepreneurial? You're heading to, yes. Actually, we'll do discount ship module. Fun fact, they're not going to be discount. And then we're going to do the crew complement. There we go. Crew and morale. So what we can do is all hands on deck, crew. There we are. So we did not much today. We just made a bunch of boats. That was literally all we did. We made a lot of boats, but we actually did quite a lot just getting everything sorted out and proving that a lot of this actually works. That's the big idea behind this. It works. Which some of the bigger ships later on we can kind of maneuver a little bit and try to see if we can't make them work nicely. And what's probably going to happen is I'm going to post I would almost say like a basic guide to making your own ships, make things a little bit easier for everybody, and then say go nuts and make as many ships as you feel like. And here's how you can stat them out if you feel like. Just understand that the cost is going to be. So, that's that. Thank you all for watching. For this week, most likely, there's going to be three things going to be doing this week. We're going to do the Madoka video tomorrow, which is not going to be fully about the Madoka TRPG. That's the big thing. It's actually going to be about the Madoka TRPG, and we're going to be also talking a little bit about the boss baby phenomenon, because I feel that's a little bit interesting. And I've mentioned it enough times that going over it may probably be the best option. Second of all, we're going to do Void Haunters on Wednesday and Friday. My goal is to power through a lot of things on Wednesday. It's going to be a longer one, probably. This was only about 2 hours. That'll probably be a fairly longer stream, simply because we're going to power through as much as we physically can with things like combat. And probably finishing up ship and then immediately moving on to combat. That's going to be kind of my goal for Wednesday, which on Friday kind of depends on where we end on Wednesday. That's a little bit harder to kind of suss out. This might roll over into next week. I don't want it to roll over in the next week, but life's a bitch and sometimes it happens. It'll probably be ending on Wednesday if it does roll over the next week, so bear that in mind. We're going to do on Thursday is going to be Hicks on Draconis, which is going to be its own clusterfuck because that game's weird. Most likely tonight, I'm going to get everything for Forged in the Dark set up, the actual Forged in the Dark video. I thought I had it all set up. I did not. I will get that published for tomorrow. And once that gets published for tomorrow, I'll probably put the Lancer Battlefleet out one this Thursday as well. So you get to have 2 streams in 1 week. Good job, team. Tuesday and Thursday, if the videos go smoothly, I'm going to transition almost entirely for the after hour stream into doing Metal Saviors stuff. Metal Saviors has gone through quite a few changes over time, so I'm going to have to probably explain some bits of that, but it's mostly going to be me adding a bunch of things, which I wanted to, and overhauling some bits, and it'll be nice to rubber duck that. As for the rest of the week, we're doing pretty solid, everything looking pretty good. Saturday is going to be video games, which fortunately, a lot of games that I chose actually are pretty light. I'm going to be making fun of Frame, luckily, you know, that little game that now costs $5,000, and realized very quickly when I was going over it, Frame is literally going to take me about 20 minutes to do, because there's not a lot of game there. There really isn't, because he already wrote Frame. He already rewrote Frame entirely, so it'd be like, do you like Nova? You like Frame, but it's worse. Good job, team, we did it. That's going to be kind of it's going to be more of the story behind Frame, which is a little bit more fascinating than actually talking about Frame the game. Which is going to lead into a couple of the other ones. The unofficial Fire Emblem TRPG is going to be a little bit funky. The Path of Exile game was not as big as I thought it was, so it's like, oh, well, poo. Then we also are like, well, the only other major game I had in this kind of case was the Elite Dangerous RPG. Those were really going to be the only ones, and I'm like, that seems really light, because like I can go over the Kingdom Hearts RPG, but it's very light as well. So I'm like, okay, new conservative option, I'm going to add another game in. So I decided to add in a little series that has a relatively interesting history for all of the wrong reasons. Let me bring it up. Where is... So this is Halo Mythic. Halo Mythic is odd. Like this entire series actually has quite a few oddities for it, of just like what's kind of how it was developed and like why it is the way that it is. Very pretty game, don't get me wrong, there's some very pretty interesting, as for a fan game anyway. However, let's see, do they actually talk about it? No. One of the weird thing is this 100 DOS guys, they were actually originally, he got his start on TG. Yes, Mythic is claimed to be a TG game, though he scrubbed a lot of the information there because he moved entirely to Reddit, because I learned that he's actually like the chief Reddit mod of the Halo subreddit. So I'm like, oh, they probably didn't want anyone to figure that out, now did they? I'll see what I can find about it, kind of thing. But yeah, that's going to be kind of the capstone one, because it's Mythic has its own... Mythic has a story behind it, and I like going over stories with these things. Other odd things with it are like the plethora, mind you, fucking thora of like splat books and other bonuses that you can do. If it kills me, I'm going to make Master Chief. I am going to make budget Master Chief, and you cannot stop me. All right, I'm gonna go disappear now. Godspeed, good luck. Hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day. I will see you probably tomorrow, if things go according to plan. Or maybe not. Who knows?